a second. Alright, give me a second. Let me put this in here. We'll close the door a little bit. A second. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright. So what is good, everybody? It's your boy That Dude, and we are back on some The Greatest Attorney Chronicles. And if y'all haven't forgot that I did say I probably would either be there yesterday or I would be here today, I had to do something though. But for now in particular, we are doing this game. And I might do something on Twitch as well. I don't know if I'll do the Persona game on YouTube or on Twitch. And if I even do the Persona game. If I don't do the Persona game, I'll probably do something else. Excuse me, if Concave ain't there for it. So, we're gonna continue to Twisted Karma and his last bow. Let's go.
Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our window. I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog, he said. Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement. A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder, an executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now,
let me hear myself.
take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow. For our adventure
I can.
is not
Y'all just probably
over
hear this thing way louder
Come. The game is afoot.
I just had to make sure, Chad. I had to make sure. Because I didn't really think about checking it the first time. But indeed, the game is underway, and the game is afoot. 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Cosma regaining his memory, we were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. 1st November, 10:24 a.m., Great Waterloo Hotel foyer. Okay, so I will let y'all know this though. So this game's a little bit up, but what I was about to say is yeah, I can't turn the volume down a certain way, so yeah, that's alright stuff. But yeah. Okay. Okay, my voice had to go be a little iffy because I had to do mouthwash real quick, but yeah, because I had to get something out. That nasty something out. Professor Mikatopa is due to arrive at any moment. Yes, I'm so glad we got here in time. Sato-san hasn't been the same since what happened, which is honestly, it's fair. I mean, your father did tell you about it. I mean, technically Cosma knows about it a little bit. It's kind of rough. Not that I was surprised. The truth about Cosmo-sama's father. Do you suppose my father knew? To think that he wouldn't know something would be an understatement of the year. But yeah, he got to know a little something about it. That he was actually the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? I knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they? Yes, that's true. Come to think of it, Didn't you say... that Professor Mikatopa knew about Cosmo going missing in Hong Kong as well? That's right, but for some reason he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it. That probably means he knows then about Cosmo showing up here in London with amnesia. Today he's regained his memory now. That makes sense. Ah, there she is. Who's that? Oh, Father! Wait, was her father saying that, or was that the judge saying it? Alright. Hello, Sato. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you arrived, safe and sound. Hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here. Oh no, not at all. It's my pleasure. We've heard all about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas. It has? I always look forward to reading the monthly reports that arrive at the steamships from Britain. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Who is this man? Why do I feel as though I've seen him before? Dude, how do you not know that's the judge? I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. In that case, how about a little reminder, Sheshiro? A firm tap should do it. Yes. A firm tap? What? Here we go then. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, guilty. Ah. Oh. You're... There you go. That's better. That's better. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Your Excellency. Hello, Judge Goku. Or I should have said Judge G Goku, but I said it a little fast though. But it's alright. How are you? It's been a long time. Ha 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 ha. Good. You remember now. That really did the trick. Guilty. Ha 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 ha. Only I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? There was no laughing at the trial though. So London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back. Neither did I. I didn't imagine Japan would be invited to an international symposium like this. Though really, I doubt anyone did, to be honest. It's all thanks to you, isn't it, Seshiro? What are you talking about, Yujin? Of course, Judge Goku. He must complete the set. He's the other man who 16 years ago came to London with Cosmo's father and Professor Mikatoba. That makes sense. He's the third visiting scholar. Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you? Ah, I knew you were jealous. Ha 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 ha. Sorry? Ministerial status? Yes, didn't you know? Seshiro here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs. It was his personal assistance that allowed you to take Cosmo's place here on this study tour. Is that so? Well, let me give me some water real quick. Give me a second. I need my water real quick. Give me a second, sir. Yeah, it's in the sea. Hopefully my throat doesn't feel too much like crap, but if it does, it is what it is. And give me a second, I gotta put this thing up here real quick. Take this one out, put this one in. And put this in, let me see if the charge is fully. There you go, that's a lot better, because that one needs to charge. Alright. Guilty as charged. Ha 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 ha. Oh, well, thank you very much. He's really every bit as important as he looks. Ah, yes, thou Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Strongheart yesterday. Oh, you did? It appears that some things came to light in the trial you were involved in with 8 days ago. About what happened 10 years ago. That tragedy. Yes, could you tell us any more about it? Hold up, what do we have that's present anyway? Yeah, but I'm gonna show you my armband! Professor Mikatopa, I wonder, could I show you something? Why do you seem so nervous? I suppose because I am a student showing something to a professor. That's always quite nerve-wracking. Well, I'm sorry I perturb you in that way, but anyway, I'm afraid I have nothing useful to say about that, really. Not even the guy right there beside you? Fine, how about your journey from Japan? Sorry, let me move back a little bit with this. So, how's the voyage here? Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standards. But it wasn't as bad as when we first came 16 years ago. No, that's true. Then I truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives. This time we followed the same route as you, so we were able to relax and enjoy the experience. Ah, so you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris. Who had your favorite breakdowns in these last 2 games so far? Well, I'm not gonna lie. The other girl, I can't say that about Courtney Sykes because I really didn't see a breakdown, so I can't say that about her. The only one I remember clear as day is I remember Shakespeare's thing well. Funny enough, I remember Shakespeare's well. So I know Shakespeare's breakdown. I know what's the guy in the trying to figure out what the other trial was. The last trial, I think it was that forgot what that dude's name is. Forgot the dude's name. There's him, and then there was Shakespeare. So I think I remember Shakespeare a lot more well at the moment. So I would say probably Shakespeare. Mainly Shakespeare, and if you want to say the woman that was in the first trial, one of those two I think would probably be the best in my opinion that I remember of at the moment now, at least. That's the only only 3 I remember is that other dude, and the other 2 I just mentioned. I remember the others as well. We did, yes. Though only for one night. Yesterday evening we left the port of Dunkirk for Dover. Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow. It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event. I'm very proud of you, Father. It's thanks to Ceshiro here. 16 years ago, he managed to ingratiate himself with Britain's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited. I suppose you could say I'm something of an appendage by default. Speak for yourself, Eugen. You are close friends with the professor of forensic science at the major hospital. Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really. No, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but it doesn't bring him back. Cosmo's father, I suppose. I thought that was, I'm about to say that. She really took it back again. It's great work. The professor, The killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy was actually Kazuma's father, wasn't he? That's correct. Genshin Hosogi. Genshin? Why sound like Genshin Impact at this point? You knew, I presume, father? Yes. He was a close friend at the time. Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I never understood what drove the man to commit such a heinous act. It was a closed trial, so the public never knew the truth, and he was executed with little ado. To this day, very people know what really happened, even in our homeland. But what about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father? No, of course not. He was told that his father passed from some sickness. However, I suspect he had his doubts. Oh, why? As you know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up, as if he were my own son. Then one day, he came to my office at the university and said, I've decided I wanted to travel to Great Britain and study there. This is the way of the way of the ninjas. You be saying some nonsense like that. I will win the world. It's coming back to me. Some dumb nonsense like that. Do you think he wanted to come here to investigate his father's death? I don't know. But when I looked in his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him. He had that dog in him. Something else came to light in that trial the other day, actually. Oh, what? Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma has since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Zeeks. What? What? That's news to us. So, Lord Trollheart's telegram neglected to mention that part then. As you know, we both thought Kazuma had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January. But he didn't die. He's alive. As you knew, didn't you, Father? In actual fact, no. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished. We sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try and ascertain what had happened, but to no avail. But he's still alive. And here in London, you say. I never dared even dream of it. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months now. Well, it seems that he was suffering from amnesia. What? Amnesia? We first came across him again in London. We didn't know who either of us were. Oh, we did know. I see. He only regained his memory 8 days ago. This is unbelievable. Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Trollheart didn't let us know. I must speak with him urgently. I wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Would it be wrong for us to go pay him a visit? That began 16 years ago now. It's a distant memory, really. It was Eugen here, Genshin Hosogi, and myself. We were the original three. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study. Ocean voyages were not what they are today, I can tell you. 16 years ago, things were tough for their generation. Your father was an exceptional fine medical student at Yumi University at the time, you know, young lady. Yes, grandmother told me. He went to do research at the Great London Hospital to study autopsy, practically unheard of in Japan. Yes, it was an airy place, sandwiched between the back of the prison and a burial ground. Not more talk of graves. Very often, there is no one willing to deal with bodies following autopsy work. So you see, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graves and prisons. Not my cup of tea at all. Do you remember that Scottish prison governor? Cadian was his name? His name was? He was a good man. Yes, but then of course, in our 6 years here, everything changed with that dreadful case. When Kitchen was arrested for a series of the most gruesome murders. I simply couldn't believe it. I know the man for years. I was a witness at the secret hearing, and I tried to speak in his defense, but you went a little too far and ended up facing charges yourself, didn't you? Well, suffice to say, after that trial, we were sent back to Japan. There was nothing more we could do to save Kitchen. He was a lost cause, sadly. Alright. Well, if you'll excuse us now. Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up in my room as soon as possible. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have held you up for so long. I'll call for the porter then. Just wait here. Sada-san's gone off at a run. I'd like to stay and talk more, but I do have various preparations to make for tomorrow. Yes, of course. It must be a big responsibility representing our entire country. I wish you the best of luck. Naruhodo. I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her, as you obviously have been. You got that dog in you. Oh no, I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me. Well, I do appreciate you being there for her. After all, I've been a miserable father to her. I've thoroughly let her down. Sorry? What do you mean? Well, it was 16 years ago that I started my long study tour here in Britain, as you know. The very year Susato was born. Yes, I heard. The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event of my life, but... well, sadly, it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too. Oh, yes. Sada-san hinted at something like that. It was a rather turbulent time at home. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details. The point is, I became rather less dependable than befits a grown man. And it was at then that Cheshire offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain. I was too worried about you to leave you behind. So perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London. So, that's what happened in a nutshell. And that also the reason why crap. Okay, I gotta reread that whole thing again. And that's also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my daughter as many opportunities as I dare. Though the world doesn't readily afford young women such things, I must say. I completely understand, Professor. One other thing, Naruhodo. If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you. Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you? Well, the thing is, I'm sorry that took so long. Why is Beppo here? Not Beppo, but the guy, not the Beppo, but what's the guy that's like the head? Cause Beppo's the guy that's out there shaking. Mrs. Otto. Now then, allow us to take your bags. Allow me to take your bag. One moment, if you please, Porter. This is not the Porter. He's the guild leader undercover. Honestly, I thought that dude was the dude that... What's that dude? Like, there's Beppo, and then there's the dude that Beppo works under. I thought that was the dude. I don't know his name, though. Because I don't remember it, though. One more, please, if you please, Porter. Of course, sir. That machine around your neck. It's a camera, I believe. Quite right, sir. Just 5 shillings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir. Well, I think given the occasion, we could just justify the expense. Oh, he wasn't named? Okay, that makes sense. Because I didn't know that dude's name at all. All I know is that he was a juror, though, that one time. And he was about to crash out on Beppo. Oh, yes! Yes, of course! Yeah, you know, Naro was like, man, I'm not good with cameras. I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Mr. Naruhodo. It's really made Father very happy, I think. Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Migatomo wanted to ask me about something. Shall we return to Baker Street then? I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us. Yes, let's go. I'm getting more and more anxious about Cosma, though. Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Trogheart later. Ask him later. Alright. I'm assuming they want me to go here first, and then we go here. So let's talk to her first, and then we can go here. First November, Sholmes Suite. I don't even know how to say this. It's like we, or it's like e, or I don't know what it is. I'm gonna cook. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't know how to say that. What was that? A man screaming in the most unflattering way. Do you think could it have been Mr. Sholmes? Oh my, I do hope not. Hopefully he didn't get the tea in his face. Oh. I can't tell if that's a girl or a guy. And look, I'm not trying to be, you know, classifying the gender role and then I try to get cooked up on a daggone YouTube. I guess like saying wah the entire time or some nonsense. But I'm gonna have to do it in some weird way in voice. So I'm kind of cooked here. I don't want to do it anymore. Mon ami, mon ami. Stop that disgraceful display. Who are these people? Bro, I'm cooked, man. I can do the right guy. I don't know if that's a girl or a guy on the left side, though. So I'm kind of cooked on that. I'm gonna have to just sound dumb. Who are these people? Look at their hair. It's bright red. I think they must be clients of Mr. Sholmes. Right, you two. You're coming with me now. Down to the clink. No, not prison. It's a dark and damp and I don't like it. Oh, that darkness. It is my friend. I am not scared. But you're always scared of the dark. Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and play our next dealing iced. I don't like this. I don't like it. Well, tough. We finished down at the yard. Now get moving. Bye then, Jenny. Have fun. Oh yeah, thanks, Cyrus. And thanks. You a great detective? Tina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she? Oh, Susie, and Bruno. Hello, Iris. We're home. Well, did you find your daddy? Yes, she did. Yes, we've arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend. Oh, well that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again soon. Why haven't we told her yet? I feel like we should tell her already. I feel like that would be fair. I mean, like, bro, her dad been dead since like the first game. Like, what are we doing here? Y'all are terrible friends. Like, y'all gotta let her know. Ah, yes, of course. Dr. John H. Wilson. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is Sholmes. Hang on, so I'm gonna do the voice. So, Iris, all that remains now is that the greatest of problems known to man. Why is his hair red? Is this red hair day or something? Like, what are we doing here? But nah, Shrubs, keep the blonde hair on, bro. Or dirty blonde, whatever you want to call that thing. That red ain't for you, cuz. That red gonna get you cooked up out here, bro. But before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea is in order, don't you, my dear fellows? Yeah, this guy's kind of cooked. Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? Do I have a crumb or such like on my face? Not so much on your face as on your head, I'd say. Come along then, everyone. I've brewed a lovely special blend. Time for tea. Whatever's going on here today. In that case, let us sit and drink now. For I am, in fact, expecting a guest later today. Ain't gonna lie, bro. What is up with that? I ain't gonna lie, bro. What, man? Where can we talk about your hair, bro? Your hair is that thing gotta go, brother. That red ain't for you. Is there something out there in the back I need to be doing about? Like, what the heck are we doing here? Nah, we need to see what the heck this is. Why is like this? Why does it look like I think it's Cosmo's mask or something? Like, what the heck is this? The mask Cosmo wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Zeek's as apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I sort of picked it up. We ought to give it back to him, I suppose. But he has his memory back now, does he? And I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. But isn't he your best friend? He might be my best friend, but he might crash out on some nonsense. Not that, right here, dum-dum, right here. This looks like last week's edition. What's that article circled in the red ink there? It's an advertisement column. It says, to the Red-Headed League. The Red-Headed League? What's that? I don't know. I never heard it before, but... Is something on my face? Clearly this has something to do with that lively hair. The Red-Headed League article has been entered in the court record. Alright, anything else I need to look at in particular? That's her thing. She probably gonna want me to do that. I'm probably gonna hit that blue thing. The heck is that? I finally managed to remember this behemoth's name. The Great Endoscope, whatever it is. I don't think it was here when I left for Japan, was it? Oh, is that right? Yes, because it was with the pawnbroker. Ah, of course. Oh, that gives me a wonderful idea. I could pawn everything that's on your desk. The office would be tidy at least. Don't even joke about it, Mr. Sato. You are joking, aren't you? Absolutely not. She is not joking about that. Hey, how about your violin? This is Mr. Sho's famous violin. The one he found being sold for a song at the pawnbroker. Or brokery. What's it called again? A shoddy something? Oh yes. This wonderful instrument features the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It's a wonderful Stradivarius. What? Stradivarius, Mr. Naruhodo. Stragivor. Are you even trying now? We'll come back to this another time, I think. At that point, he's just cooked. I ain't gonna lie, he's just cooked. Alright, let's talk about the lie you told, bro. You're doing too much. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us, I will tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. The case aboard the SS Bureau in January. Cosmo wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So what was really going on? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in most mortal peril. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you know now. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew. But how? After they'd carried him out of the cabin, I summoned them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. Oh, how horrible. It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. But why? Why did it do it in the first place? I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course. But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events. What events? His appearance in Hong Kong. Oh. I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. Mr. Sholmes. Okay, so pretty much he paid the crew to make him as a supposed murdered corpse and throw him to Hong Kong, but he disappeared really earlier. What was that about the greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned before? Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes? How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perhaps? Or perchance? Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere, possibly. It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops. Wait, what? We were apes? You know, the whole thing like Homo sapiens and all that other good stuff? Yeah, I'm a science person, to heart to it. Indeed! And from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans. Well, there's a whole bunch of Homo somethings out there, so I can't help that. Homo sapiens would mean like wise men, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man. Our lot? What is this great problem, Mr. Sholmes? Why, is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent. I mean, he's not lying. Rent is a problem. Ha. But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Two-Spells only the other day? A large sum? One part of her for Iris and a new motor car for me later. And all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you. Honestly, Hurley, you know you squandered it. Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I discovered the answer to the man's greatest problem for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why, there's a substantial clue before your very eyes. Hang on, my bad. Hang on again, my apologies, sorry. Don't tell me, let me see. Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think. In the end. It's been stabbing me in both eyes right at the beginning of the conversation. I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer. Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hairs out if this charade goes on any longer. What did they say? Get this for a week if you're red-headed. Oh, my bad. It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes. To the Red-Headed League. Does that strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. Ha 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 ha! So, at last you learned to apply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo? Sorry? In the first instant, and quite indispensable observation. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits. Regale or boast? Let's talk about the visitors. Mr. Sholmes, who were the two gentlemen that were here before? Okay, there was two guys then, okay. Oh, just a pair of petty criminals. Nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all manner of infractions. When the mood takes you... all manners of infractions? But, when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Sherlock Sholmes, well, that's when their luck runs out. Oh my, you were the target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes? But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to the young detective ally. You should have asked Gregory to come too. He could have had an arresting tea party. I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. Did you just say he didn't answer it? Don't tell me he got caught. Come on, nah, come on, he can't. Nah, he can't be good, man. That don't make sense though. He literally said he was going to whatchamacallit. Didn't he say he was going to take Gina, right? He said he was going to take Gina with him. And then take Gina with him to France or something? The man is consummedly in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha, I have it. A bungler. That's the word. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. So those redheads have been up to no good. I wonder what the men did. Alright, let me on. I'm sorry, I had to yawn so much. If I yawn again or too much, I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably stop streaming. I'll do it like on a Monday where I'm fully locked in. So what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you circled? You noticed it in the papers then. That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. It was? How? According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution, a fellow of a specified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair. That doesn't even entirely surprise me. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary for £4 a week. Oh my, £4 a week? I gotta see what £4 is, but why? What are they paying people for? Hold up. Let me see that real quick. Hold up. So it's $5.15 about. Now that's crazy. $5.15 a week for doing that? So you're getting that along with other stuff too. That's kind of crazy. Especially back then in those days, that probably was a lot. That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. Sorry. But surely every red-headed person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put my application at once. So will I, just on the off chance. That might be stretching a point, I think. The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see. Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away. It wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I feel, Mr. Sholmes. She decided to join in his place? Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow? No. So why? Why did it have to go so wrong? What on earth happened? A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo. Though it pains to admit it. What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes? I'm glad you asked, Mr. Sato. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight. By the wonders of chemistry. Chemistry? I was conducting some research in the method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that would turn one's hair aflame like red. Would you like to try it? It'll make every hair on your body perfectly crimson. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't think I need no red hair. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I'll pass. But Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it? Heh heh heh. Amateurs are always hampered by such fears. I should never have doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say... But of course. To earn £4 per work, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger. That degree of red signals more than just a little danger, surely. So anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street, where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members. So what went wrong? The whole park was choked with red-headed folks, like a coaster's orange barrel. I queued for 8 hours solid before at last I reached the front. When the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation? So naturally, I had no choice but to reply. Shh, don't give me away. After which I could do a little else but turn and leave. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned that pair into the police. Did they do a heist or not? Oh dear, what a disaster. For Hurley and those two redheads. Did they do a heist or not? Mr. Sholmes, you mentioned before that you were expecting a guest today. Indeed, Mrs. Sato, that is correct. Not another one of those red-headed gentlemen that were here before. Not at all. They were petty villains. Okay, so there are villains apparently, okay. I guess I'm expecting this. A client. Oh. A young gentlewoman who wishes to appoint the services of this great detective, no less. Oh, how wonderful, Mr. Sholmes. You must stay and observe the fashion in which a great detective receives his customers. Must we? I have you in my clutches now, Rent. Just as I have you in my clutches, redheads. Ha 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 ha. That hearty laugh is masking rather sinister thoughts, I feel. You know, the lady isn't due for another hour yet. Don't feel as though you must wait around if you have other things to do. Yeah, I guess we're going to Lord Chief of Justice, which is strong carded. 1st of November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Here's the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the department, or the yard for the department. I see. Excellent work. Thank you. You're welcome, my lord. What's Lord Van Zeek's doing here? Yeah, man, it's tough. But how you doing, Rafa? It's tough out here. Cause like, bro, look, I didn't know until the Sato just said gentlemen, so I was like, okay, that's a guy. So hey, it works for me. With the other two. My, there seems to be awful lot of tension in the air. What'd you say? This place is stifling enough as is. We really don't need any more tension. Has it happened yet? Oh yeah, if you're talking about the red hair thing, yeah, I saw Sholmes with red hair and I saw 2 other people with red hair. That's the most you've really much missed, though. You didn't miss too much other than me talking to Jigoku and Mikotoba, the guy in Mikotoba. And then after that, that's about the most you'll see. My apologies. I did not notice you come in. That's all that happened was red hair. Now, you didn't really miss out much other than 2 guys getting arrested that had red hair. That's the most you'll probably see me did. But I haven't gone too far into the story. Because all I really went to was that one point and I grabbed this thing just for the thing. That's about it. Your small stature and dark dress makes you all but invisible to me. Oh, no. It's entirely about fault for wearing black, I'm sure. From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here. Now then, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. I'm right here. Kill me now. Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room as such a perfect temperature. If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise. Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly. As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam. Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited. I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zeeks. I will attend at once. He gave me the look like I got that dog in me. He gave you a very cold stare as he left, didn't he? He did let you know that he hates Nipponese people. I think we should just leave. I know, but I haven't done anything yet. Have I? These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in spectacular fashion. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service? Miss Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. Seift, you dum-dum. Wait, a little bit of what? A little bit of what? Talk about Dr. Scythe, you know, the beautiful woman that's named, you know, Courtney Snipe, but, you know, was Stephen Courtney at one time? Ah, of course. I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just, fear not, you've done nothing wrong. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further. That would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me. You got that dog energy, like you're a villain. Like you're Damon Gibb, but trying to kill me with their stares instead. Lord Van Zeeks is doing an admirable job of holding the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday. Oh, missing? What's become of Cosmo-sama now? Hey sir, have you heard about this Red-Headed League article thing? Can I show you this, Lord Trogart? It's like, get that goofy crap out of here. I'm the Lord Chief Justice. I'm not here to offer advice about evidence. And that thing isn't evidence, it's trash. Oh. Especially when the evidence in question is so dull. I guess that's fair. Ah, so that's the real reason. That's fair, sir. I'm going to, use conversation with you to converse about this, missing apprentice. About Lord Van Zeek's apprentice. Oh yes, that came as a surprise to me. I must say that you and he are old friends. How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zeek's in the first place? It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police. They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel. Oh my, so he stowed away to get here? He had no papers to identify him, no passport. He was suffering from amnesia too. Other than the fact that he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was. So I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zeek's. That way I could keep an eye on him. But then, why the mask? I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zeek's with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice. That's fair. Because it would be much easier to explain to him why he was wearing a mask. He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zeek's. I have high hopes for his future. By the way, do you know where he's gone? No idea, but I believe he left London for the time being. Oh. I take it you also didn't know that the man's father was one of the country's most infamous criminals, I mean. Genshin Asogi. Yeah, can you speak a little bit more about that? Well, what was learned from that trial days ago was a huge shock, finding out my friend's father was... Oh yes, Genshin Asogi. The professor's case 10 years ago caused a great stir in Britain. They were such awful murders and unprecedented, using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon. And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited to study here by the government. So the truth identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and couldn't be made public now. Nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London. The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our nations at the time, I understand. Correct. However, it has been to be noted that there were some supporters of the professor's apparent cause. What? Supporters of a mass murderer? The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the aristocracy of that day. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefited society as a whole. Or so a few fair thinkers in London believed anyway. Right, I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it? It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reaper of the Bailey? Not long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million. 30 million? Are there even that many people in the world? As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital Tokyo is 2 million. I will be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making. 2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries. It sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations. The 20th centuries will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques and cooperation between policing organizations around the globe will be essential, which is why this landmark first symposium has to be hosted here at the heart of the great British Empire, in order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the world. He's the same as ever, I see. That passion of his is quite something. You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about the future that embraces forensic science. It is my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up. So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions. I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to begin with. With Dr. Sight at the helm, it was steadily accruing an impressive record of achievement. I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department. And can you not do that now? Obviously, nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment, because of you. Even I can't keep the story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. This incident will set back our country's advancements in the field by a good 10 years, I'd say. Unintended repercussions of our trial. We simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though. Of course not. We should all be grateful to you both. Anyway, I still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. This might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. No one, or nothing, will stand in my way. Yeah, you don't care. Okay, anything else I need to worry about? I'm just looking at it. I'm not reading that though. Okay, I don't think I need anything else in here. Maybe I need to get something else in particular. Okay, I guess that's an hour. Aha! Here's my guest now, my latest client with money to spend. Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley. Remember, Iris, we're at the present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating. Save locating a runaway, of course. Don't spare anyone's feelings, will ya? Oh dear, I'm afraid that Hurley can lack a little tact, especially just before the rent is due. Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Herlock Sholmes! Please, oh please! Wait, you're the one from the, you're the German woman that likes a lot of romance, shipping, and some other nonsense. Please find my husband. He's run away. To upset me? I beg your pardon? Never mind, a personal matter. My apologies. But why the heck are you here? What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo? I didn't say a word! Come, my dear madam, be seated. Iris, some tea if you please. Of course. Yes, he's probably like, why does he ask about her husband? What's the matter, Mr. Sato? Oh, it's just that gentlewoman. I feel surely I've seen her somewhere before. Very recently. Yeah, she's in our trial. Yes, now you come to mention it. Your name is Evie now? Oh, she said her name right there, okay. As I explained earlier, my name is Evie Vigil. I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object. Simply name your figure. Money and wealth are a little consequence to me, madam. Being offered a case to solve is reward enough. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you are the picture of benevolence. I will of course make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also. If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be... You don't remember, bro? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nah, get this girl out of here, bro. Me? What am I about to tell you? I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand? Alright, whatever. Ah, these are my friends. I assure you, you may say before these pair anything which you may say to me. I'm cooked either way. I don't know how to do an Irish voice like that. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm cooked on that anyway. Ah, I see. I can vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing. Why did I ever get my hopes up? Let me ask about you, ma'am. Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Virgil, but have we met somewhere before? Quite recently, perhaps? Oh my! My dear fellow, what is your attention? Clearly you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion. Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week? Ah, I knew I recognized her. I know Vigil's like vigilance. So I got that. To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand, oh gosh, oh golly. It sends shivers down my spine. I didn't quite recognize her because she was acting so differently now. It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer, being hard of hearing, I mean. Pardon? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. The words you can't hear. It was frippery, really. Nothing more. Now look at what you started, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you very much. I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner. Yes. Tell us about your husband, madam. Mr. Vigil. I might as well say Virgil, bro, because I'm thinking about Virgil from Devil May Cry. Mr. Vigil, my daily, is 40 years of age. I have a photograph here. An entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least. How long have you been married? It will be 15 years this year. We have a cordial relationship, and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. What do you mean I'm doing this out of order? What do you mean I'm doing this way out of order? I mean, I'm just going based off the thing. Based off my own thing, because look, first thing I had to go to was the Migatoba Jikoku thing. Then I went to the girl, because Gina was out there, and arrested the two gentlemen, and then went from there. So I can't do too much about that. It's not like I'm looking it up or nothing, so I have to just go off instinct. As it would appear, I need only look at you to know these things. Oh gosh. Your dress is the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct? That's right. He's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty. He rather dotes on me. Which would point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident or other. Oh, that's exactly what I feared must have happened. Mr. Sholmes, I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he's incurred in some miscreant's ill will? What exactly is your husband's line of work? He's a warder at the prison. That makes sense. He probably might get jumped by them. A guard. That is somewhat unusual. Looking like that, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He might be the guy that might get jumped every time. He might get boxed on by every person he sees, bro. Dude, the guard might get jumped. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Yeah, he's just right there. But yeah, that is somewhat unusual though. So, your husband is a prison warder. That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief warder. Indeed? I see. Well, chief prisoner warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation. Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out. Dreadful punishments? Does she mean capital punishments? And at such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for the extra responsibility, he's remunerated. I think I said it right. Remunerated. I said it right first time, but I was just thinking about why the heck said that. Anyway, more handsomely than the other warders. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged? Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes. Really? Barclay? What a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there's a large cemetery just behind it. Yes, that's correct. Lowgate Cemetery. The same things we heard of. No. Lowgate Cemetery? The very place we were discussing in court. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, my dear fellow. And yet undeniable. Sorry, Mr. Sholmes. I'm afraid you've lost me. Ah, pay no heed, madam. Pay no heed. A private matter. This can't really be a coincidence, get it? So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday? That really is recent, laughably so. The truth is, my husband does at times have occasions to spend the night away from his work. It's not all out of the ordinary for him not to return at home at night, but this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, that has certainly never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever could have happened? My dear Mrs. Vigil. I keep saying Virgil. So yeah, y'all gotta get used to that. I'm used to saying Virgil because look, every time I play the other game, it's always Virgil and not Vigil. It's like I'm flipping the two games around now. My dear Mrs. Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? Why, naturally, but sadly, they refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for 1 day. I was asked to wait patiently at home. In truth, Mrs. Vigil, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it. You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. You seek only to put this sweet's rent in your Lady Land's purse. That's all there is to it. Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Mrs. Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation. Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir. Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with the heartening report, I'm quite sure. So soon? Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes. Good news should be delivered early, as I always say. If you will be so kind to leave the photograph of your husband into my possession. Thank you. Now allow me to show you the door. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous. There you go. You know, I think it's every time Hurley. But how do you come with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure? I can't be sure, of course, but then I didn't swear on it. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her some good news. One might say. After all, the rent must be paid at the end of the day tomorrow. If by that time I successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Would you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Don't look at me with those pleading eyes. Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. Excellent! And what did you make of it? Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean. Ah. Well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I keep yawning, I really am gonna have to enter him to fix myself. Oh, so you noted that. Of course. Especially when the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. Yep. I'm not reading that though. But he knows about it. Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated. Professor. And now water from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. It's all very peculiar. Indeed, but nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? It's the prison's governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried. But aren't you going to go yourself? Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly be seen out with this hair. But didn't you go to Lime Street with the hair? That was a quite different matter. So I leave it in your capable hands. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy. Of course you are. Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. Its four high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower. 1st November, Barclay Prison, governor's office. Okay. This place was full of hardened criminals. I cannot remember the last time a civilian was down here. And you don't want to talk to an inmate, but to me? Do you... Wait, what is what? Wait, what does... Ken? Wait, what does that mean? Are you trying to say, do you know who I am? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, I'm sad. Do you know who I am? I'm the governor, Barry Gaydon. Oh, yes. It's a pleasure. I'm Marino Scarnahoda, defense lawyer. An Easterner, I see. Does that mean? Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan? Did you say Japan? Yes. Well, there's nothing of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prisoner next door, eh? I didn't notice another prison next door, sir. Anyway, we came to ask you some questions about... I don't like to be so direct, but... I have no intention of speaking with the likes of you suspicion-looking Easterners. Now get out of my hair. So as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he reacts like this. That certainly means... I think it's because of the professor case. You think so too? 10 years ago, Kishida Sogi, also known as the professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently reemerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. I might have known. There's nothing around about the case, aren't you? Your agent, eh? Part of the professor's great web, no doubt. Bro, we are so young, it's ridiculous. I don't think we really want to assume that. No, not at all. We're just... Get gone with you, before I punch your lights out. We're going. Clearly not the ghost of that killer so haunts this place. We're not going to get any answers here, unless we can prove it about the man that's being assisted around here. Governor Caden, what are you thinking, Mr. Sato? I feel sure that name came up in the conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us. Most likely it would be the Chief Justice dude. Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. Alright, hold that thought, sir. Hold that thought. We're gonna bring someone out here. Hey yo, Chief Justice, we need to talk to you real quick. Hey yo, sir, what I talk to him about? Like, bro, how can I tell him about this thing? I thought it was gonna give me like a thing where I'd be like, oh yeah, can I ask you about this one guy? Maybe if I go ahead and talk to him real quick, hold up, let me see something. Alright, hold up. Let me just skip, see if it goes like that, because I'm not repeating the same incident again. Let me see. It's not this one. I'm just trying to get this out the way, see if it works. Uh-huh. Talk about passion here. Okay, okay, Father's Crowns. Maybe that'll be the one, my bad. Supporters. Does it none of this it? Uh-huh. Okay, so I can't do anything about this. I was gonna say, I feel like this guy was the one that mentioned it. And this is just Vigil here. I'm assuming we need to go back here. Okay, so the problem is, I think Lord Strongheart was talking about it, but then, yeah. Maybe we need to... Alright, maybe we need to talk to him again. Okay, can I at least show you this? How many times can one man turn his back on you in a single conversation? This man is respectful. He just say, nah, shut up. How about this? He's like, shut up. I don't want to hear nothing. Can I show you at least the armband? He's like, shut up. I understand, sir. I can't talk to you. I can't converse with you. I can't even examine. I can't do anything. I'm cooked. Yeah, what do I do? Because I'm getting cooked out here. It's good news that the Professor Pintopa arrived safely, isn't it? Yes, it's wonderful. The fact that Father has been invited to this important international event really makes me very proud to be his daughter. Father, Judge Jigoku, us, and Cosmo, of course. There's an ever-increasing number of Japanese here in Britain's capital, isn't there? Well, yes, suppose so. But London does have a population of 6 million people, so I think we're in the minority. Sato's father came as visiting students 16 years ago in Cosmo. It's almost as if some great power has been at work, drawing them here across the ocean to London. And I feel as though the waters are starting to swell again now. Now who just texted me? Y'all gonna say someone just texted me. Cause I'm not gonna lie, this thing's gonna get me cooked. I'm gonna see who texts me about something. Who texted me about something? Let me see. Alright, there we go. Alright, before I do anything though, let's just see what they talk about this shovel or spades nonsense. The spade is still here, look. Please, Mr. Naruhodo, it's not a spade, as I think you well know, it's a shovel. It didn't take long to reignite that old argument. Ah, I have an idea. Let's give the implement a name, like Professor Hairbrain names his tools. Oh, I never thought I was doing that. From now on, then, let's call it a Ryunosuke. No. It's clearly much more like Susato. The whole argument has taken a new and unexpected turn, it seems. Someone text me about something. Okay. At that point, you do gotta implement a name. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, he's right here. Excuse me, sir. Can I talk to you real quick? Because I can't do nothing else. That's Professor Mikatoba over there. Ah, hello, you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I'm unpacked. But where's Judge Shikoku? Yes, he's not the relaxing sort. He's taking himself off to pay respects to all the legal bigwigs. Having only just arrived in the country today? Goodness, he is full of energy. Professor, you mentioned something before about how you know the president governor at Barclay Prison. Oh, it was him. I thought it was... My apologies. I thought it was the other dude. My bad. Oh, Governor Caden, you mean. So it's the same man. Father, we must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners. Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story. Oh, would you? It would be wonderful if we had the time now. Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment. Busy drinking coffee on a comfortable settee? Now, I have a lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know. Oh, sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I? You Mikatobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts. Or could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts? I mean, both cases work. Let's not fall out now. I have an idea. What's he writing on that piece of paper? Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully when he sees my name, he'll change his tune. Ah, thank you. Good luck now, then. Thank you, sir. Hey, yo, buddy. If you just cast your eyes on this, Governor Caden. What's this, then? You cannot pull the wool over my eyes, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. Look at you, dum-dum. Mikatoba. That young jock from the forensics laboratory? The Scotsman? Hey, you got that? I ain't mess with that. That's Mikatoba? Yes, exactly. Him. Oh dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. I'm Yujin Mikatoba's daughter, Susato. Jinx! You're the young man's daughter? And you didn't think to mention that before? Well, I mean... She probably wasn't, was thinking about it. I do apologize, but you kind of was being rude for no reason. I don't think you deserve the truth. Hey, well, you'd best take a seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps? And don't forget to try what we had full biscuits. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing. I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now. So then, what can I do you for, when? But then, well, we're, currently, investigating a case. It's one of your warriors, you see. He's gone missing. Missing? That's right. It's surely been reported to as well, being the present governor. He probably does, knowing him. Them things he probably does big him. I haven't heard a thing of the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison. Oh? But how can that be? It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder. Vigil? That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip the part about him only going missing yesterday for now. Clearly that means something to him. So he probably passes the bell to staff. Honestly, that's probably fair. He's like, hey, when y'all come down here? Y'all sit down here real quick. Let me talk to you real quick. I heard someone went missing. He's like, one of the guys like, I heard someone went missing. Then he just beats the crap out of you. He's like, how you lose my prisoner? Just beats the crap out of you. I don't know how he does that, bro. He looked like he would be like Hager. I don't know if y'all know about Hager. I feel like he'd be Hager if he was like mayor. But then he'll actually beat the dog at you as a tech. Like, I don't know, I don't know, the top water or stuff? I don't know. I ain't trying to deal with that. Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir? Hey, of course. What the way, sir? You got a big tail thing over here. That thing vibing here. Got that weird thing right here, that guillotine is out there like just slamming up and down like that. Boom, you got that thing going on. Got these other bigwig, like chief warderers probably. You got a gun. You got the executioner right there. You got that thing right there. That's gonna end anyone's life. That axe gonna go out there and cut someone's head off, purty and clean. Got this little paper thing right here with a chair right here on the side. You got the couch right here. Just sitting there. Just don't put your daggone feet on the table. You might get your feet chopped off. And then is anything on the block on the top left? No, nothing block on the top left. And this thing right up. Oh, and I forgot about that deer over there on the right. How long have I been streaming this for? An hour and 30 minutes? Crap. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta do something really soon. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta do something really soon. Alright. Well, let me see something real quick. Who's asking me something real quick? Who just took me something? Okay, let me see what the converse is. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Because I gotta do something, because I did promise I would play the game with Rico real quick and all that stuff, and I gotta do something else. And I'm yawning for no daggone reason. I gotta get that fixed and straight up. Sorry. Alright, I gotta yawn. My apologies. Alright, but yeah, had to get that out of the way. But yeah, I'm gonna go out there and help my boy Rick out with something. I'll probably play this game. What I'll probably do though is I'll be set to play this game on Monday, probably, because Saturday I gotta do something with Vortex. Sunday I don't know if I'm even gonna stream this game. Monday I think will be the best time I will stream this game. And I'll probably do a lot more of this compared to what I'm doing now, at least. I probably might do 3-4 hours of that game, I don't even know. To get all that stuff. That's just to help everyone out, make sure everything is all good and stuff. Letting people know ahead of time so they know. At least needs to be set up here, because yeah, I'll definitely be up here on Monday, so if y'all are interested, I might do this around 3:30, if not 4 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, because yeah. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong time, but yeah, I think 3:30 or 4 is the best thing for me at least. But yeah, I'll stop it here. Stream here. Hopefully all doing good, but I will be streaming really later for on Twitch. I will be doing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax if anyone's interested in that. But yeah, I will be playing that. Unless I decide to stream something on Twitch again, and then I'll probably do the thing on YouTube. So it all depends on that. But yeah, I will see y'all later though. Peace and love y'all. Hold up, let me put it here. But yeah.